The career advice that I would give somebody that wishes to follow in my professional footsteps would be to be curious and to develop relationships with your team members, your clients, and within your community, and understand their goals, their passions, and struggles. And by doing this, you will develop a lot of knowledge around life and business and be seen as a trusted advisor.
Hi, I'm Phil Corradino. My career advice would be don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to continue your education in the field, ask questions, make decisions and learn from them, both the good and the bad. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Have meaningful dialogue with your supervisor about your career path and where they see you and why, but be ready, willing, and able to accept the answers. And finally, be humble. Nobody can do it on their own, and remember where you came from. Pass on the guidance and teach everything you've learned in your own personal path to the next generation.
As you progress through your career, I'd suggest you become a knowledge sponge. Take in as much information on as many topics as you can. Read, watch, and listen. Broaden your general knowledge by reading. Learn how others do things by watching. Ask questions to understand why they do things the way they do. Over time, use this information to develop your own style.
As we move into this new normal, this world of digital and the world of integrated global economy, I think one thing is going to be constant, which is change. I would encourage you to embrace this change, trust yourself, be inquisitive, be curious, and learn the digital skills for today, but also for the future, and make yourselves ready and relevant in this world of financial services and technology.
The career advice that I would give somebody would be to never accept that you can't do something because you don't have a set of skills or an experience level. Skills can be learned quickly and experience can be gotten. The important thing is the willingness to learn and put yourself out there to get the job done.
The career advice I would give someone that wants to follow in my professional footsteps would be always to follow your gut. Your gut instinct will always lead you in the right direction. Just don't quit, keep pushing through, and of course there will be obstacles, but don't let them get in your way. You can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind and heart into it.
Career advice, something I often seek after, and I'd say, look, there's a lot, and it's hard to really put it all into one, but some things that I've lived by is, one, to be curious. Curiosity is something that I know leads to better outcomes, better attention as far as leadership, and always requires you to be a consistent learner. So always be curious, both personally and professionally.
So the best business advice that I've received is that honing one's skills and capabilities requires intentional investment over the course of one's career. And it really helps to actually take the long view. So building and maintaining a network of relationships from those whom you can learn from, and then importantly over time as well, paying it back from others who can learn from your experience is vitally important. I've learned this really by observing great mentors and leaders that I've had the privilege of working with over the course of my career.
The best advice I could give someone who's trying to get into this industry is to just, believe in yourself, be authentic, and don't let anyone try to steer you in a direction of which you don't want to go in. Make sure you're doing the very best for your clients, always have their best interest at heart, and follow the path that you want to take, and you'll never go wrong.
My career advice for anyone who wants to own their own business is to be prepared to live this life. It's a calling. It's unpredictable, rewarding, maddening, and never boring. Surround yourself with great people, be coachable, be relentlessly positive, and you'll find there's nothing better than being a business owner.
My father, Harry Lawson, he used to say, "It's not the mistake that matters. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is what you do after that. That's where integrity is shown. And that's what makes the difference."
The advice that I would provide to someone who wants to walk in my professional footsteps is not only to be a humble and a gracious leader, but to also take on any and all duties that are provided to you, because all of these things are learning opportunities. Absorb everything like a sponge.
Do really, really well in your current role. Find ways to make your job bigger, ways that you can add value, make an impact. You're not always going to get everything right, and that's okay. So continue to have a growth mindset, and then find those allies, those people around you that will give you that unfiltered feedback that you so need to continue to grow in your career.
So the professional advice I would give someone is to never stop learning and growing. Don't be afraid of that. I love to teach. I love to teach others, and I find it very personally fulfilling and gratifying.
I always recommend new graduates that start at our firm that they obtain the license as soon as possible. By doing so, allows them to get this out of the way earlier in their career and then allowed to focus on other aspects of their accounting work. It allows them to dedicate more time to clients, networking events, and develop professionally.
The advice I'd give someone who's looking to follow my professional footsteps is to sincerely care about their client's business. Take pride in what the business does well, and do everything you can to help what the business does not so well. That effort will result in relationships, technical proficiencies, and the overall balance of drive and satisfaction.